Hey everybody, Kefka Floyd here, back for another episode of Let's Play Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Let's check in with our friends at the OSA before we go any further.
Well, Jack, Agent Blazkowicz is certainly full of surprises, there's no denying that.
No, sir.
Of course, I always knew he was resourceful, but I never imagined he had such expert interrogation skills. Well, from BJ's interrogation of the officer, we now know the approximate location of Death's Head's so-called X-Labs in occupied Norway. What have we learned from our defecting scientist?
Well, unfortunately, not as much as I'd hoped. He was pretty badly shaken when we got a hold of him, and he still hasn't completely recovered. He kept referring to a project Uber Soldat.
Super soldier?
Yes. From what I could piece together, it involves some bizarre synthesis of robotic and biological engineering.
For what purpose?
Apparently, to create the ultimate killing machine.
Good Lord.
According to the scientist, this project is Death's Head's baby, the thing most near and dear to his heart, and he's been working on it in one form or another since 1937.
I suppose that explains the proto-soldier blueprint and those loping monstrosities as well. But it still doesn't explain the involvement with the occult.
No, it doesn't. And there's only one place where we're likely to find that out.
Yes, and that's why Agent Blazkowicz is on his way to the X-Labs in Norway as we speak.
Well, we better bundle up, because I hear it's mighty cold up there in Norway. Anyway, they're right. We're going to be going up to Norway to find the X-Labs. The X-Labs are not going to be pleasant. We're going to see a lot of very deadly things up there. So we're going to have to go in with firepower and chutzpah. Lots of chutzpah. Okay, the first thing we had to do is, there's Death's Head's U-boat. You might remember that from such missions as the last one. We're just going to take care of this Nazi right here really quick, because he will interrupt our fun. We just need for him to get as far away from the other Nazis as possible. But one thing we're going to do is, we're going to listen in on a day in the life of an engineer in the Third Reich.
This worthless pile of junk still won't start.
Are you still trying to start that generator?
No, I'm working on my upper body strength, one arm at a time.
I'll bet it's because of the cold.
Tell me, do you often make such shrewd observations? You should seriously consider officers training.
I think you need to crank it harder.
Look, are you acting stupid just to annoy me? Don't you see here practically I'm tearing my arm off? The goddamn thing won't start because the goddamn thing is frozen solid!
Hey, relax, will you? I was just trying to be helpful.
You want to be helpful? Well, go look for some antifreeze then. Don't just stand here making idiotic comments.
Well, while he goes looking for some antifreeze, I'm gonna kill him. Kinda sucks for those guys, but hey, you're part of the Nazi war machine. Nobody's sacred, I suppose. Anyway, the next thing we need to do is infiltrate the ice station up here in Norway. The thing to do is take care of that dude, because he will make our life unpleasant. But after that, we'll be done with the snooper for a while. We'll have to go in and take care of some black guards. One thing we don't want to do is set off the alarm. So what we need to do is make sure that these guys up here in this area don't see me coming in. Fortunately, there's a conveniently placed box right here.
So how's Jan getting along? Stayed sick as a dog, I hear.
At least he's going to be in better shape than you guys are when I go in and blow you up. Man, I just love that gun. I think that barrel there is explosive, but I've never really tried blowing it up. Anyway, behind here, underneath this grating, is the secret of this level. Basically, you kick in that grating, it'll break away, and we'll come up here and get some armor, some health, which we don't really need yet, but hey, it's there. Some extra ammunition is always helpful. So as we come out of here, there's going to be a soldier coming up from that upper area. Now, if you had alerted the other soldiers here and they'd hit the alarm, there'd be Venom soldiers and other guys coming out. So the thing to do here is just lay low, take out these guys one by one, at least until you can get to where the alarm trigger is on the other side, and then at that point you can basically just go in and kill whoever you want. Ow! That hurt. Okay, so an interesting thing I just learned about the Blackguard is that apparently once you take their helmet off, they're actually very easy to kill. I did not know this, of course. The Blackguards, apparently they have a certain amount of health that they have that once they lose that health, they automatically lose their helmet. This also means that you can't headshot them with either the snooper or the regular sniper scope. So sniping those guys is tough. You just gotta make sure you get 2 bullets off very quickly. How about some more day in the life of Nazi engineers?
I have had it. I've absolutely had it with this place. Another day like today and I'll be ready for the insane asylum.
What is it this time?
It's that stinking rocket plane again.
Oh, God.
Remember the cracked O-rings on the reserve thrusters? You know, the ones we've known about since last August? The same ones the Leutnant never gave a damn about?
Yeah.
Well now, I have to go out in this filthy weather and change both sets because someone in their infinite wisdom decided to go to full standby in 2 hours.
I'll bet that was Death's-Head himself. He came storming through here a while ago, looking none too pleased. Oh, I didn't even know he was back.
What the? I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
Now what?
Where in bloody hell is my splined torque wrench?
Don't look at me. These are my tools.
I have a place where you can find your splined torque wrench. Up here, from the muzzle of my gun. Looks like he didn't even notice that his buddy got shot. Took him getting shot to pay attention. Idiot. Anyway, well, just some random guy who's coming over. This is actually going to turn out to be not so bad of a thing, because even though there's an alarm soldier on the other side, he doesn't seem to be paying attention, otherwise he would have hit the alarm by now. Anyway, in here we're just going to go collect the spoils of killing these various engineers. Not much else to get, or really do. We haven't even gotten any intel boards. So the thing to do is go grab a flak jacket that's hanging out over in this guardhouse right here. We couldn't get it before because it simply would have just been a waste of armor. But now we got it, and we're ready to continue on. Once we get through this engineer house here, we'll be going up to a guard tower. It's right there. We'll just take out ye olde snooper rifle and blow his brains out. Like so. So he can't hit the alarm. Now we can basically go through and kill whatever we want at whatever pace we want. Excellent. So one thing you can see here is that RTCW is a Quake 3 engine game, obviously made in 2001. The draw distance is, I suppose it's good for if you had a decent machine at the time. But compared to many modern games that have a bigger, better draw distance, I suppose you could call it lacking. As you can see up here in Norway, there's not really much going on. Just some soldiers and some snow. A lot of fog. So, for an entrance to a top-secret laboratory, it doesn't seem all that heavily fortified. You know, we've just got a base and a couple barracks and stuff here. I'd be expecting something, you know, with tanks and other stuff, but nope, it just is what it is. That guy's gonna run away, and I'm not quite sure where he goes. Maybe he goes over on that ledge over there. Oh, Venom Soldier. That's no good. See, sniping Venom Soldiers is actually kind of dumb. They wear total armor that prevents them from being headshotted. So you just have to essentially spray bullets at them and hope you hit. Alright, so there's another soldier over here. We can... Just a blackguard. We can snipe him, no problem. It is kind of hard to see, but nothing to fear. We can take care of him well enough. He's going to be dumb enough to just stand there. So, one question I have to Death's Head is why exactly would you have a top secret weapons facility in Norway, in the middle of nowhere, in the cold? I mean, yes, I suppose it's good for keeping people from not finding you, but it must be a real pain in the ass to get supplies and other things up here, wouldn't it? I don't know. If they're out here in the middle of nowhere, they gotta be hiding something good. They're talking about that Project Uber Soldat. Super Soldier, as Tony J was saying. Wonder what Death's Head is really doing with that. So anyway, here in these barracks, this is where the radio reception equipment is. Earlier in the level, you would have seen a guardhouse with a radio tower. If you were dumb enough to alert the guards to where you were, they'd communicate here, and all the guys over here would be running over there to get you. But since we were smart and avoided all the guards, didn't trip any alarms, we can just go here and take it at our own pace. I know there's a guy in here. Let's just go in and kill him. All in all, Ice Station Norway doesn't really do much to advance the plot or anything else, really. It's kind of like the train yard in the sense that it's a bit of a filler level. We just have to deal with our enjoyment of being out in the cold without enjoying any of the benefits of the cold, like skiing, throwing snowballs, or making snow angels. So right at this point of the game is when things really start having very little mercy. You'll get black guards, venom soldiers, and everything pretty much everywhere. So yeah, you're just going to have to use as much armament as you can to take them all out. Fortunately, you're going to be getting a lot more venom ammo. The FG-42 will basically be the default gun that the soldiers will have. So it shouldn't be too bad to take most of these guys out. Alright, so we're just going to investigate. That gate up there actually takes us inside to the X-Labs. But first we just want to see if there's anything up here we can get. Turns out there isn't, except for just that guy's rifle, which gives us some extra bullets. So it's time to try to infiltrate our way into the X-Labs. And this is going to be hard. Why is it going to be hard? Because there's going to be a lot of venom soldiers in there. So we might as well get some heavy-duty firepower. One thing is that venom soldiers are immune to the... well, they're not immune, but I would say they're very resistant to the flamethrower. If you try using the flamethrower on them, it won't hurt them. The best thing to do with a venom soldier is simply fight fire with fire. Shoot him back with a venom or something else that's fairly powerful, like explosives, and you should be able to take care of him with little problem. Now, one thing that people get caught by surprise on is there's actually going to be some reinforcements. See, these guys are going to come up and attack you from behind. Even I forget about this from time to time. Actually, here we're being shot at from behind, and I don't notice it for a little while. But those guys can come up and kill you pretty bad if you're not aware that they're coming for you. Also, to keep you from sort of just sitting out here and taking care of these guys without actually going in and trying to fight them. Now, one thing is that the enemy venom soldiers are not as, in my opinion, aggressive as they could be. They should be going in and trying to shoot you out with the venom as quickly as they can, but they like to hang back for some reason. See, he should be just trying to go around the other way and trying to get me. Right now, I'm just exploiting this to my advantage. Yeesh. Too many soldiers there. The FG-42, I would say, is pretty good at taking out the venom soldiers only because you have a tactical scope. It does give you the ability to take care of them, let's say, quicker. See, it takes 1, 2, 3 shots with the sniper scope to take out one venom soldier. Alright, now that those guys are taken care of, let's just go pick up that venom and get some extra couple of venom bullets. Pick up these FG-42s just to get some more of that ammo. And then we'll be ready to go back in and enter the X-Labs. Let's see, I knew there was some health bags in here. Let's just pick up one of them and then go on in and mop up any other enemy soldiers. Now, the X-Labs are going to be really tough. I'm just warning you. So, we're going to have to make sure that we're fully prepared. This means full ammo, full health, full armor, balls to the wall, ass kicking. Fortunately, we're going to get some of that right here. There's a helmet and a flak jacket. And since we've pretty much killed all those soldiers, we can just take what we want, max out our health, and move on. Okay, so the next thing to do is jump over here. You can actually activate the switch by jumping, amazingly, and it'll raise this platform for you. So the thing to do is go in here, and you'll see there's some explosives. And those explosives will open a way. So you'd see right there, that door is normally locked. So we have to explode those explosives, which will blow a hole in the wall, which will bring us into the X-Labs. Join us next time on Let's Play Return to Castle Wolfenstein, when we infiltrate the X-Labs and see things that once you see them, you can't unsee them!